Hello everyone, welcome back to Ace Advice, and if you're new, welcome to Ace Advice. I hope you guys are all doing very well. I am finally back. For my first video back in a while, I decided to do a match analysis video, and when I was thinking of videos to do, I decided maybe I should do an upset video. So the video I decided to do is Victoria Azarenka versus Serena Williams in this year's US Open semifinal match, where Victoria Azarenka did win. And I think a question a lot of people have is, how do you beat Serena? So I thought this would be a great match to start off with, and I have some great advice for people on how to beat someone who hits super hard like Serena, and who has an amazing serve. How do you break their serve? So I'll be answering those questions in this video, and I hope you enjoy. Before I fully begin, shout out to my dad, Ari. It's his birthday today, so happy birthday, Ari. So pretty much the only way that you can beat Serena is to break her serve and hold your serve every time, which is a very hard task to do. But I'm going to explain how I think Azarenka ended up beating Serena in 3 sets. The final score of this match was 1-6, 6-3, 6-3. So it was a very one-sided set in the first set, and I'm going to explain why. 2 major themes that I want you guys to pay attention to throughout this video is return of the serve and court positioning. And I'll explain further in detail what I mean by those 2 things as we go. Alright, first of all, the reason why it is very hard to break Serena's serve is because of... Talk about the next 2 sets after the first set. I'll explain how you can still break Serena's serve. But the first thing that I really want to start off with is Serena's ability to hit a really deep and down the middle return and having court positioning at the baseline or in front of the baseline where she can take balls early and stay aggressive. Like I said, Serena's a very aggressive player, so having that court positioning inside the court, or at least on the baseline, is what allows Serena to continue to be aggressive and take balls early and not let Azarenka even have a chance to get into the point. So these next few clips, I'm going to show you how Serena hits those deep down the middle returns, gets Azarenka off balance because she doesn't have time to react, and then Serena finishes up the points, moving in, taking balls early.
Did she lean into that one?
No advantage, Williams.
I feel for the tennis ball when I see this.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just crushed.
That's what she was practicing earlier tonight.
Alright, let's look at this point one more time in slow motion. So Serena's inside the baseline, hitting deep down the middle. Azarenka's on her back foot, barely able to get it back, and then Serena's inside the baseline again, able to put the next ball away. It's super effective, and that's how she won the set. Alright, so Azarenka pretty much got destroyed in the first set, 1-6. So how do you bounce back? First of all, it's really important to have a positive attitude, and there was a clip in the video that I was watching that really demonstrated the exact turning point where I think Azarenka, was like, no, I can do this, I just have to fix my strategy and stay positive, and so I'm going to show exactly when this moment is.
Now that she's got a French coach, she's saying, allez.
No, she needed it.
Positivity is key. Remember how I talked about earlier in the video how there's 2 important things to pay attention to, the return of serve and court positioning. So I'm going to start off with talking about Azarenka's court positioning. And as you'll see in these clips, it's very clear that Serena's court positioning is no longer in front of the baseline like how it was in the first clips I showed you in the first set. And when you think about it, think of the 2 players of a tennis match are attached to each other like a string. When one goes forward, one goes backward. And it's like this, right? So all Azarenka had to do was adjust her court positioning forwards, and then if this is Serena, all of a sudden she's moving backwards. And then Serena can no longer be in front and inside the baseline to take advantage of the points like she used to. Instead, she's more on the defensive.
She will.
All right, so this is exactly what I'm talking about. Look how far back Serena is, and look how Azarenka takes the ball early, hits behind Serena, and look, Serena's like, oh my goodness, right? All right, so in addition to moving up into the court, taking balls early and hitting behind Serena, and having Serena be back here instead of up here, that is how Azarenka was able to finally gain an advantage in those two sets. And secondly, in the last part is the return of service. So you know how in those first clips, Serena was the one taking advantage, hitting those balls early, deep down the middle, and that's why I think Serena was able to win that first set. Well, now Azarenka does that. So I'm going to show you clips of Azarenka being the one taking advantage of those serves, hitting deep down the middle, in addition to also attacking Serena's second serve, which is a very smart strategy as well.
Mary, here's
And she knows Vika with her wingspan.
that's out. They're due.
Who are you thinking of?
Well, you just said it. Well, thinking, Mary, that.
All right, so as you can see from those clips, Azarenka being able to take advantage of her return of serve, taking the ball early, hitting deep down the middle, being aggressive on those second serves, plus, like the previous clips, her court positioning, moving forward, forcing Serena to move backward and not being her offensive self. That is what allowed Azarenka to win those next two sets, 6-3, 6-3. And just to reiterate, I think something really important is that the reason why a deep down the middle return is important is because after you hit a serve, you have to recover back behind the baseline, and that does take a few seconds. So if you take a ball early and hit deep down the middle, you're catching the person in the act of moving backwards, and so they can't be aggressive on their next shot. So they can't do that classic 1-2 punch, which is where you hit an amazing serve and then attack the return for a winner. They can't do that if you're the one taking the ball early, hitting deep down the middle, and catching them off balance. So I hope this analysis was really helpful on how to beat an aggressive player like Serena. You still can break their serve. It is possible, and you just really have to be the offensive one and not letting them be the one dictating the points. And so yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this match analysis. Please don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more content just like this. Please comment if you guys have any other questions about this match you'd like me to answer. And yeah, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you next time.
Miss Williams is challenged the ball right near sideline. The ball was called in.
And Serena Williams with that forlorn look. Is this going to be the match?
Yes.
Azarenka has done it.
2 sets to 1. 1-6, 6-3, 6-3.